Part 1.
The shrill buzz of her alarm dragged Kang My-Ray out of sleep. Her eyes fluttered open, staring at the glowing red numbers on the alarm clock. Her stomach dropped. "I'm late," she yelped, throwing the blanket aside. In seconds, the quiet calm of her small apartment turned into chaos. She scrambled around brushing her teeth.
My name is Kang My-Ray. I'm 23 years old. What else do you need to know about? I love my job. Most of the time.
Then she paused and stares at the photo of her family while panting, her cheeks flushed, and she couldn't help but smile at herself.
I love my family, who still call me every other day to check if I've eaten.
She dashed out of her apartment.
I love the life I've built. It's not perfect, but it's mine. I guess I can say that.
She enters the office building. A wave of warmth greeted her. "Mi-Ri, good morning." Her colleagues looked up, smiling, waving. "Good morning, guys."
That is Team 1. The DF1 team. I work in an advertising and branding company, and this is the designing and editing department. And I'm in Team 2, the J4 team. Apparently, all my team members went on a field trip for an upcoming campaign, and someone has to stay and do all the paperwork. That is me.
By nightfall, most of the office was dark. Desks sat empty, chairs tucked neatly under tables. Only Moray's corner still glowed with the light of her screen. Her hand moved steadily across keyboard, eyes fixed, shoulders tense.
People call me a workaholic, and maybe they're right. But honestly, I really do love this job. Oh, I didn't tell you about my close friend. Maybe...
Suddenly, a coffee cup appeared in front of her, the faint scent of coffee drifting up. My-Ray blinked, startled, and looked up. Working overtime again? Jiwan stood there, casual and easy. His smile soft under the office lights. And this is Jiwan. He's a freelance photographer who often works with our company on campaigns. The best at what he does. And annoyingly enough, also one of the most caring people I know, My-Ray said. "I have to finish this before I leave." Jiwan leaned against her desk, tilting his head. "I didn't see you at the venue today." My-Ray. The team leader said it's best I stay and do the paperwork. Jiwan. "She's awful." My-Ray. Smiling. "Yeah, you can say that." Jiwan smiling. "Maybe I can help you." "You? Help me?" "Yeah." His grin widened. "Don't look down on me. I'm good at everything." My-Ray shakes her head, amused. "Wait, why are you here? You were supposed to follow them on the trip, right?" He shrugged. "Let's just say I came back early, and I had something to do here." My-Ray. "Okay, if you say so. Hope you had fun." Do-Yoon. "Not really." My-Ray. "A lot of work, I guess." Thanks for the coffee, by the way." Jiwan. "Sure, anything." He turns to leave. "All right then. I'll let you finish up." She stared at him for a moment, then smiled faintly. "Okay then. Bye." "Bye," he echoed, walking away. My-Ray watched him go, brow furrowing slightly. Weird. He always hangs around every time. Still, free coffee isn't so bad. An hour later, she finally stepped outside. The night air was cool against her skin. She froze when she spotted a familiar figure standing by the curb. He's still here." Jiwan turned, staring at her. "Going home?" My-Ray. "What are you still doing here, Jiwan?" He looked up, almost sheepish. "Yeah. My car broke down earlier, but it's fine now." My-Ray glanced at the sleek black car parked nearby, her brow arching. "Sometimes I wonder how he can afford a car like that." "Want me to drop you off?" he asked. She quickly waved her hands. No, I'll just take the bus. Or call a ride." But before she could argue more, he gently caught her hand, tugging her toward the car. "Come on. Don't fight me on this." Her heart stuttered at the unexpected warmth of his touch, but she let him lead her. The car hummed quietly as they drove through streets lined with glowing signs. My-Ray stared out the window, then at Jiwan awkwardly. "What am I doing? It's not like this is first time we are together like this, right? We had worked on a project together, and we talk." She looks at him again. "My-Ray, stop it. What is wrong with you? He's just a nice co-worker who is taking you home." But what should I say? This is a little awkward. Jiwan looks at her and smile. Myray, what should I say? Jiwan finally speak. Are you scared of me, senior? Myray awkwardly. No, of course, no, we're co-workers. Jiwan teasing. Really, because you keep shaking? Myray. Me? No, I'm fine. Not shaking at all. Don't mind me. Jiwan smiling. Okay, senior. Glad you're not scared of me. Myray. Yeah, not scared at all. Then she turns to the window. I'm so weird. Minutes later, they turn to a small street. Jiwan, I didn't know you lived around here too. She turned to him, startled. Wait, don't tell me you live here. His lips curved into a playful grin. My place is just across the street. Her eyes widened. Seriously? We've been walking in the same direction for months, and I'm only finding this out now. I just moved in. He said simply. Oh, so that means we're neighbors. Exactly, he said, glancing at her with that same easy smile. The car stopped in front of her apartment building. Myray, we're here. Thanks for the ride, Jiwan. Sure, anytime. Myray turns to get down. Jiwan stops her. Wait, I'll get that, Myray. You don't have to. Jiwan already down, opening the door. Myray, thanks. Jiwan smiling. Sure, anytime. Myray smiling. Good night. Jiwan. Yeah, good night. Myray, bye, drive carefully. Jiwan. I will. She head toward her building. Jiwan didn't drive away immediately. He watched her enter the building. His smile lingered, quiet and unreadable until she disappeared inside. Myray stepped out of the bathroom. Her thoughts wandered to earlier that evening. He really didn't have to wait for me, let alone drive me all the way home. What a nice boy. Just then, her phone buzzed against the wood, snapping her out of her thoughts. A text from her best friend. Don't forget our little date tomorrow, Myray. I almost forgot. The next day, Myray rushed out of her apartment, muttering under her breath, I'm going to miss the bus. But when she swung her apartment door open, Myray froze. A familiar figure was leaning casually against a sleek car parked by the curb. His expression calm, like he had all the time in the world. Jiwan? She blurted out, Han Jiwan smiling and waving at her. Good morning, senior. Myray blinked, caught completely off guard. What are you doing here? Jiwan, we're going to be late. Trying to act natural. She skipped forward, tucking her bag closer. You really don't have to pick me up, you know? I can just take the bus. Jiwan shrugged as he opened the passenger door for her. Don't worry about it. I have something to do around your office anyway. She enters the car as she stares at him thinking, my savior, I was sure going to miss that bus. Thank God. On the way, the city word passed outside the windows, and Myray let out a small sigh of relief. Maybe it wasn't such a big deal after all. But just when she thought they'd head straight to work, Jiwan suddenly slowed the car, pulling up beside a cafe. Wait here a second. I need to grab something. She tilted her head. Breakfast? Something like that, he replied vaguely before disappearing inside. A few minutes later, he returned with a small paper bag, the smell of fresh bread and coffee filling the car. Without a word, he held it out to her. Myray blinked. For me? He nodded. No, you don't have to. I'm already grateful you're giving me a ride. She tried to push it back toward him. Really, I'll just grab something later. But Jiwan only smiled, eyes glinting with quiet amusement. I already ate, and you haven't. You never do. Her cheeks warmed. How does he even know that? I'm fine, she stated, avoiding his gaze, but he cut her off gently. Take it, senior. It's nothing big. After a short tug of war, she finally sighed and accepted it, her lips twitching into a small smile. Thank you, really. Good. Now eat up. We've still got 20 minutes before we get there. Myray gave him a look, but took out the sandwich and coffee, taking a small bite. The warmth spread through her, easing the tension in her shoulders. Somehow, it tasted even better because of the thought behind it. By the time they pulled up in front of the company building, Myray waving at him with a grateful smile. Thanks again. For the ride. And for breakfast. Have a nice day. Jiwan leaned back in his seat, one hand resting on the wheel. Have a nice day, senior. Myra lifted her hand in a little wave as Jiwan's car rolled away, the morning sun catching on the sleek black paint. Her lips curved into a small smile. What a nice boy. Just then, a voice cut through her thoughts. Are you planning to stand there all day? Myra jumped, turning to see a familiar face grinning at her. Kim Da-hai, her closest friend at work, strode toward her with a playful sparkle in her eyes. She had only just returned from a 3-day field trip with the other team members for their upcoming event, and it showed the girl looked both exhausted and buzzing with stories. You, Da-hai said, narrowing her eyes dramatically, was smiling at Jiwan just now, right? Don't tell me. She leaned in closer, whispering with mock seriousness. You guys are dating? Myra's eyes widened. What? No. Da-hai smirked knowingly. Then what's with that dreamy look on your face? It wasn't dreamy, Myra protested, cheeks warming. He just lives nearby. And since we were both heading the same way, he offered me a ride. So, Da-hai crossed her hands together, faking a sigh. How nice. The perfect morning drop-off from your secret admirer. Myra rolled her eyes. If he was my secret admirer, don't you think I'd be the first to know? You're always the last to know. Da-hai teased. Myra crossed her arm, angry. You're impossible. Anyway, you abandoned me for your precious field trip, remember? While you were off taking pictures of nature with your boyfriend and eating free snacks. I was stuck here drowning in paperwork. I'm sorry, Minho was going. So I had to go. Remember you agreed to it, Myra. Yeah. After begging all day, Da-hai bumped her playfully with her shoulder. I'll make it up to you. Lunch is on me today. Oh? Now you're talking. Myra's eyes curved in amusement. The two of them burst into laughter, their voices echoing through the lobby. For a moment, it felt like everything was exactly as it should be: work, friends, and ordinary mornings. If only she knew how quickly things were about to change. Later that night, Myra hurried through the restaurant doors, breathless from rushing. She scanned the place until her eyes landed on a familiar figure, sitting with legs crossed and scrolling through her phone. There she is. Chun Haeyeon, her best friend, finally looked up and waved. Here. Myra walked over. My best friend since high school, my college roommates, partners in crime through all-night study sessions. Now, Haeyeon was thriving in the entertainment world as a professional dancer and sometimes model, a career that suited her bold, radiant energy perfectly. Myra slid into the seat beside her. Sorry I'm late. I had something to finish at the office. Of course you did, Haeyeon teased, eyes sparkling. Workaholic Myra strikes again. Myra nudged her playfully. Coming from someone who can't even make time to see her best friend, I'll take that as a compliment. Haeyeon gasped dramatically. Touché, I deserved that one. They both burst into laughter, the sound warm and familiar. Did you order yet? Myra asked, glancing at the menu. Already taken care of, Haeyeon said smugly. And as if on cue, the waiter appeared, with 2 frosty mugs of beer and a steaming plate of spicy chicken drumsticks. Perfect, Myra grinned. You always know what I need. They clinked glasses and fell into easy conversation, catching up on little things, projects at work, Haeyeon's latest dance rehearsals, Myra's long hours at the office. The comfort of it made Myra realize how much she had missed this. But as the food disappeared and the conversation deepened, Haeyeon tilted her head, a sly glint in her eyes. So, tell me, is there anyone special these days? Myra blinked. Special? You know, Haeyeon said casually, smirking. Someone you think about when you're not buried in spreadsheets. Myra laughed lightly, brushing it off. Please. You know, I don't have time for things like that. My job eats enough of my life. Haeyeon narrowed her eyes. Or is it because of him? Myra froze, her hand tightening slightly around her glass. Him? Haeyeon gave her a look the kind only a best friend could. Don't play dumb. That him, the one who... Of course not. Myra cut her off quickly, forcing a laugh. It's been 7 years, Haeyeon. 7. I'd be stupid to still be thinking about him. But the way her voice wavered at the edges betrayed her, just a little. Haeyeon studied her, then smiled softly. Okay, if you say so. But for the record, I know a lot of great single guys. If you ever want me to introduce you, I can. Myray smirked, picking up her chopsticks. I'll think about it, and no pressure. Haeyeon added gently. I'm not forcing you, I just want you to be happy, you know? I know, Myray said quietly, her chest tightening with a mix of gratitude and ache. She nodded, forcing a smile. I'll be fine. The conversation drifted back into lighter topics, the restaurant buzzing around them. But Miray's laughter felt a little heavier that night because, no matter how much she tried to bury it, one name still lingered in the quiet corners of her heart. Later, Myray waved goodbye to Haeyeon, and for the first time all day, the laughter faded from her lips. Her thoughts drifted back to what Haeyeon had said. A blind date, huh? Or maybe just meeting someone new. As she walked, her mind running in circles. I mean, work already takes up most of my time. I wake up, rush to the office, drown in deadlines, and stumble home half asleep. Where would I even fit in a relationship? I tell myself I don't need one, that I'm fine just like this. And yet, her steps slowed. 7 years. It's been 7 years I have actually dated someone because I was busy with school. Now work, or is it because of that? Sometimes, I wonder if it's not that I moved on, but that I just froze in place. As if my heart pressed pause the moment he disappeared. She reached her apartment. Maybe Haeyeon is right. Maybe I've been hiding behind my job because it's easier than facing the truth. Maybe it's easier to say I don't have time than to admit I'm still afraid. She reached for her phone. You're over him, Myray. Yes, I forgot about that person since. Until Haeyeon mentioned his name. She let out a shaky laugh, brushing her hair behind her ear. How pathetic. She opened the dating app she had downloaded months ago, but never touched. Myray scoffed, but a tiny smile tugged at her lips. Why not? It's not like I have anything to lose. She began scrolling through the profiles. Each face a stranger. Each bio a mix of awkward humor and confidence. And though her chest still felt heavy, there was a flicker of curiosity too. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad to try. Just once, then she collapsed onto her bed, staring at the ceiling for a long moment. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. So I guess I will just give it a try. Suddenly she falls asleep.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on the notifications to know when I upload the next chapter.